Hello everybody and welcome in today's live stream. Awesome to have you here. In today's live stream we're just going to go spontaneously over a couple of charts and going to have a look at what's happening with Bitcoin right now in the immediate short-term time frame. So guys, everybody who's tuning in, make sure to drop a like and let me know from where you are tuning in right now. And also, of course, which charts you want me to have a look at. And then in the meantime, I'm going to share the live stream over on Twitter. So guys, what's going on? What's going on in the chat? We got Tommy, we got Neil Smith, Shafira, Vegan Paul, hello. 41k imminent. Well, we can have a look at it. We will. Bitcoin needs a breather. Yes, Renee, that's might be true. That might be true. Please speak on it, bro. Yeah, let's do that. Portugal. Nice, Portugal. That might be one of my next locations in the not so very long distant future. Good morning guys. Yeah, let me know from where you're tuning in right now. Like, as you guys know, I'm right now in Indonesia. It is here 5 o'clock in the 5 o'clock in the midday. I just had some awesome food. We went to a Middle Eastern restaurant. It was very nice. And right now I thought, like, let's do a live session and let's have a look at some charts together, and maybe I can help you guys with some altcoins you guys are watching, but you're not sure if it's looking good. So you can just drop the altcoins right in the chat section, and we will have a look at it. So yeah, guys, before we are jumping into Bitcoin, make sure to drop a like down below, and let's have a look at the Bitcoin chart. So yeah, right now we are looking at the 1 hour time frame, and like I've said in my video today as well, like, I think that right now we are trading in some kind of megaphone pattern where we actually broke out of a bigger pattern, a bigger formation, and right now we are at resistance so far, and while touching the resistance we are getting some divergences on the relative strength index. So we got one right here, for example. Let me get the drawing right here. We got a bearish divergence with a higher high in the price, but actually a lower high in the RSI. But also when we zoom out and we go, for example, to the 4 hour time frame, and note that you can also see that on the MACD. So not only on the relative strength index, right here on the 4 hour time frame, it's actually might be a little bit more clearer that this whole formation, which also kind of look like an inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? I don't think it's a valid pattern like that, because normally it's a reversal pattern. So I think it doesn't count for here, but it's funny to see the resemblance. But we're seeing right here as well, MACD, RSI, we are seeing these bearish divergences. And these are just a little bit warning signals that the uptrend right here is now getting a little bit exhausted, and that we might see a small turnover right here. And as you can see, pattern wise, we're also seeing that we could be seeing so the price rolling over right here. I think that would make a lot of sense to see that in the next coming days, for Bitcoin to come slightly down and to set somewhere a higher low, to test a former resistance level as support. I think in the most ideal situation we come down right here and maybe test $42,000 and then take off again, so that Bitcoin just right before touching this level already is being bought up, which means that a lot of investors are actually very bullish, which I think right now is the case. So I think there is a enormous momentum coming in Bitcoin. There's a huge supply shock coming. Everything is pointing right now that we are entering most likely the second phase of the bull market, something we have seen something we have seen way back here in 2013 also, right, where we had this major rally, and then we had some months of correction, and then we had the second phase of the bull market, which is completely blew over the previous all-time highs right here. and then eventually we saw this bigger correction. So I think it is quite likely that we are going to see another leg in this bull market. Let's say like a lot of signals and indicators and models like Plan B's stock to flow model are pointing to that scenario, and we can also see it back in altcoins. Altcoins are actually showing something similar. Like if Bitcoin would be extremely bearish right now, which could be, right, because this still could be a retracement and Bitcoin is going to sweep the lows. Like I said, you guys know my opinion. I don't think that is the likeliest scenario right now, but it is still a potential scenario. But if Bitcoin would look that bearish, we would have seen that being reflected in the markets as well. So we would have seen altcoins breaking long-term uptrends. For example, I always can use, like, for example, Chainlink in the Bitcoin comparative, or Ethereum in the Bitcoin comparative too. We have a very long-term uptrend since 2018, and we haven't really broken that uptrend. Ethereum in the Bitcoin comparative also, like, nice uptrend already for quite some time, and we are just accelerating these uptrends in the altcoins. We are not breaking them, which basically tells us that there's a lot of speculation going on, and speculation needs confidence, right? If there's a lot of panic, if everybody is not so bullish on crypto, then we wouldn't be seeing that speculation going on. Then there would be lower risk taking by investors, and right now we are seeing risk on. Investors are taking risks. So yeah, guys, I think it's actually looking all very, very good. And we got this nice buy signal over on the hash ribbon as well, which historically has been an awesome indicator, guys. Very significant indicator, where we have seen Bitcoin rallying quite quickly afterwards. But it doesn't mean, and I'm going to show you some examples, I want to have a look at the chat first, that doesn't mean that we can see a quick drop in the near future. I will show you what we have seen in the past as well, but let me quickly go back to the chat. We got people from Holland, Colombia, XLM please. Yeah, we can have a look at that, Neil Smith. Ethereum, volume, Rick Jerome. Yes, I know, that is true. The volume is actually low. We can see that right here on Bitstamp. So what we normally want to do is we want to confirm that volume over on Coinbase, right? We don't want to just like base or analysis of volume of one exchange. We also want to look at other exchanges. We are seeing volume is low, but you always have to see volume in comparison to previous times, right? And there is now just less Bitcoin available. We have this potential supply shock going on, but we're still seeing increased amounts of volume within this uptrend. So we don't see like this crazy amounts of volume, which we normally see at peaks, but we are seeing these small increase, like these significant increased amounts of volume, which we also saw right here. And I think we are something similar right here as in the cycle. So this is an interesting thing that you just point out, yeah, the volume. But right here you can see as well, this is Coinbase, by the way. So the volume that we had seen right this uptrend with the first wave right here of the bigger third wave, where we have been talking about a lot, it was a lot of disbelief. Like, I can tell you already, guys, that right here during this period of time, a lot of people were expecting Bitcoin to drop, to test the lows of March, or to have a drop. And this was also very interestingly, guys. Let me go to the weekly time frame. You might recall this, but if I bring out the weekly moving average, the 20-week moving average, get rid of the drawings, then that exact period, we never broke below that 20-week moving average. So that's also why this is such an important moving average, because if we broke below the 20-week moving average, got that weekly close, yeah, we might backtest the lows of March 2020, or maybe these lows right here at 5,500 back then. That was all possible back then. Not a lot of people expected this to happen, but yeah, I remember the majority right here was extremely bearish, was in disbelief and thinking that Bitcoin is going to correct. Something similar we are seeing actually right now. During this whole sideways range right here, I've been uploading everyday videos, and sometimes it was getting a bit annoying for me, because I know it just takes time for Bitcoin to consolidate and to make that reversal. But I'm every day telling you, okay guys, I think Bitcoin will go up from here. It will at least bounce, most likely will result in the next uptrend. And yeah, a lot of people were a little bit sometimes against my analysis, because they say, yeah, why Bitcoin is not going up? And yeah, my argument for that is that it just takes time. You know, it just takes time for Bitcoin to set a bottom right here, to consolidate, for the big hands to reaccumulate, smart money to reaccumulate. And now eventually we are seeing the first break out of that structure, and yeah, now we will see slowly that supply shock, and eventually retail will come in again after they are seeing these gains, and the media will start picking it up. That's a little bit how it works in these markets, right? So yeah, so it's actually quite logical what happened, and we have been predicting this scenario already since we're trading in the sideways range. So this actually, everything what we are seeing, including the altcoins that are breaking out to the upside, which I've published in today's video, we've all been anticipating, and we actually all been expecting that, right? So it's quite nice that we over the past period of times, like nice front running the markets, like having good predictions. But yeah, so guys, which charts should we have a look at, or which signals should we have a look at for Bitcoin? I think let's go to the other chart again with all my drawings, and let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Get rid of the moving average. Go to the 1 hour time frame. So get my drawings. So yeah, what we are seeing right now is that Bitcoin might be trading in this bigger megaphone pattern. We might be seeing Bitcoin rolling over. That almost evidence is coming right now with a potential like M pattern right here. We have a clear two necklines. One is at 45,300, where you can see a lot of touches right here. It has been acting as support, 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 support. And right now, since we broke below it, we are getting rejected from this level. So it looks like that right here on the 1 hour time frame, we might come down right here to check these levels slightly below 45,000 US dollars. And maybe in the weekend we were to come down, break this level, and see Bitcoin rolling over and testing some levels below us. And some levels that are important, I think, is this one, 44,830. Right here, 43,800 could be show some significance. 43,100, but one of the most important level below us. The next most important level below us will be the 42,000 US dollar level, guys. So yeah. So what's going on in the chat? For our hidden bullish divergence. Yes, I've seen that one. Let's talk about that one. Let's do that. Pullback, please. Okay, Kevin wants to buy the dip. Good morning from Belgium. Good morning, Kevin. This bull trap needs to play out. Well, what makes you think it's a bull trap? Lower CME gaps need to be correctly filled. Okay, we can have a look at that. Let's have a look at the CME gaps below us. Where are those gaps? Yeah, we got one opening right here at 32,480. It is possible for Bitcoin to come down to this level. Of course, that's possible. However, if Bitcoin comes down to this level, 32,800 or 32,500 approximately, then we are losing that bigger structure we just broke out from, that bump and rump reversal pattern, right? Which I think is actually quite significant, because we have seen these patterns earlier with Bitcoin. So that would mean that Bitcoin would come all the way down, right? What is it? 32,500. So we see a trend line there, though. We see a trend line there, exactly at 32,200 approximately. Can Bitcoin come down to test this level? Yes, that is definitely possible. Is it likely that that is going to happen? Right now, I don't think it's that likely that we are going to reach that low level. And we have to be very careful if we reach that level, because, and I'm going to show you exactly why, on the weekly time frame, we have the key moving average, the bull market support levels, which are right now all above 32,500. So if Bitcoin were to come down to 32,500 to fill the CME futures gap right here, guys, that would mean that we would lose at least temporary these levels. And history shows us, guys, and this is a very important thing I'm going to tell you right here, because a lot of traders will make a mistake with this. Once we lose these levels, things are looking actually quite bearish. Once we are losing these levels after claiming it. Because in the past, if we did that, for example, right here, we went above these levels, we lose it, bam, had a major drop right here, came above, lose it, bam, bear market, you know. So it would be very bearish for Bitcoin to lose these levels after breaking it, and losing would be a weekly close below these levels. So if we go to 2016, 2017 right here, then we can see we had a moment where we like had some price action below these levels, very shortly lived. That's okay. That is okay as long as we don't get that weekly close. Okay, but yeah, so like I said, if Bitcoin really were to come down to fill that CME gap at 32,500, that would be a would be quite bearish for Bitcoin. Also because we would lose this bump and one reversal lead in phase trend line, which I think is actually quite, can be quite significant. I didn't hear anybody else talking about this pattern, but it looks like a textbook bump and one reversal pattern. And I know we have seen that before in Bitcoin, and afterwards Bitcoin has seen a major rally. So that's why I think it is quite interesting. But also, like I'm saying, in the past couple of days, I already been mentioning this, right? That it looks like Bitcoin is getting exhausted right here. We might have a megaphone pattern, and we might be coming down right here, setting somewhere a higher low. Hopefully, $42,000 can hold, and bulls can defend this level, and we can see a nice bounce off from it. That would be awesome, guys. And guys, what also would be very, very awesome if every single one of you can scroll below this video and hit the thumbs up button. That is very much appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. I think we have a very important Bitcoin scenario going on right here on the channel. And that is the following scenario. Let's go to the BLX chart, actually. Yeah, that is the following scenario. So what I'm looking right now in the Bitcoin chart is that Bitcoin is going to finally enter a fifth wave structure to the upside, and is going to top after September this year till September next year, but I favor the first half of that whole year. But we can almost tell very precisely when Bitcoin is going to top, because we are going to see the same story being told in the Bitcoin chart, in the US dollar Dixie chart, in the Bitcoin dominance chart, and in the regular financial markets chart, like the S&P 500. So I think right now we have something unique right here on the channel, that we have a lot of charts which are working together, actually presenting the same story, which is going to help us to really take profits of Bitcoin when we are very close to the top. So I think that is going to be very interesting right here. And I think that right now that might be the more likely scenario. At least this is one of the scenarios that I'm watching right now to happen with Bitcoin. It's very important to think about the next top in the Bitcoin price and what you're going to do, because if you already anticipate right now, you won't be any surprises right here. So if you, for example, expect, I'm not going to take profits until Bitcoin reaches $300,000, well, sorry, good luck with that, because we might top out at 130K and you won't be able to take profits, right? That is a possibility you need to consider. I've been there I remember I had a conversation with my friend about it. I was here like in 2017 at the exact top. I remember I was waking up that morning and Bitcoin just going crazy, euphoric stage in the market. I was like 2 years busy in crypto, but not so much busy with trading. I was learning about trading, but I was more busy with the technology behind crypto. So right here, I remember I was really like, okay, I'm not going to take profits until we are reaching $100,000. Okay, so I've hodled my whole stack through this whole bear market, which also taught me a lesson. So eventually, it was actually good for me to go through that, mentally, and to get stronger in this market, to learn discipline myself as a trader, you know, so it had its good effects too. But yeah, right now I'm not going to make that same mistake again, you know, that I'm going to say, yeah, I'm just not going to take profits until right here. Also right here, the top at the third wave, like I've been talking very much right here to take profits as well, as long as we are losing some Fibonacci levels. And I can show you what I mean with that. Let's go to the other chart. Actually, let's go to the Bitstamp chart. So what I've been saying right here during this formation, guys, is that if Bitcoin is losing certain Fibonacci levels, then it's time to take profit and re-enter once we reclaim those levels, right? That is very important. So if we, for example, have right here, we have from this top till the bottom right here, then we can see Bitcoin came back above the 61.80%, but eventually we lost this level again. So the moment we lose this level right here, that is the moment that you are going to take risk off. So you are going to take profits and you are going to wait until we really reclaim that level right here in this time frame to re-enter your position. If not, you're just going to wait until we are seeing a more clearer market structure and eventually see a clear breakout. So like we have seen, for example, right here or right here, that you can catch the breakout very early with a bullish divergence. So you have more signals to believe that we are going to see that reversal, you know. But a lot of people right here, when I was saying, yeah, it's time to take profits, I got a lot of comments like, yeah, no, we won't stop till we go to 75K or 80,000 US dollars. And it's possible we could turn around and go there. But this is a signal for me. This is a sell signal for me to take profits, losing this level, you know. So if we break back above and we reclaim that level, I'm going to re-enter. And I might lose slightly on my position. I don't have the best entry then, but I protect a lot of my position, and eventually I could buy in back here in this formation, which saved me quite a lot. This was quite a nice move. If you use the part of your HODL position, right, then you would have a 44% profit if you would trade it on the spot market. If you would just have taken profits right here and you just enter once we are seeing a reversal pattern breaking some resistance. So yeah. So guys, Bitcoin right now trading below 45,000 US dollars. So yeah, guys, what I want to say is just make sure to subscribe to the channel if you like to follow that idea that I'm watching Bitcoin topping out, because we have so much signals even pointing to the exact range where Bitcoin might be seeing that top. So we might be even able to predict the time that Bitcoin is going to top out, but next to the time we also might be able to predict the level where Bitcoin is going to top out. And this level is not going to be a precise level like 120,000 US dollars. No, it's going to be a range, because to predict the exact top is something you do not really want to do, because it's actually impossible. Expecting a correction from here, Kevin. Okay, so to where do you expect that correction going? 25K? Yeah, I also don't think that is going to happen. Waiting for my orders at 20, put 25K. It is possible, of course. Like we should be open to the fact that is a possibility, right? Especially when we get more and more evidence. If we lose the 21-week EMA, yes, this is becoming more realistic. So yeah. Cardano, yes, we can have a look at Cardano. Move to Portugal. Yeah, might do that. Not this year though, maybe next year. So this is a question from Tom Melissa. Would you sell your Bitcoin right now and buy it back later? Well, I actually took slightly profits right here, around this area right here. And I'm planning to re-enter once we are seeing a further drop. Also, when we are turning around, I want to re-enter. But in general, guys, I think Bitcoin is actually looking very, very good. But one other signal I wanted to share with you is the following. Like, if we have a look at the previous buy signal, because these buy signals have been very, very good in the past. So if we have a look at the previous buy signal right here, we can see that after the buy signal, we had a dip and we took off. And the previous buy signal, we also had a buy signal. We had a smaller dip and we took off. The buy signal before, that was not the case. The buy signal before, also like small dip and we took off. So I think in general, this is a good sign. And if you would look at Bitcoin in a couple of months from here, or maybe in 1 month, you would be like, oh, I wish I could buy at 45,000 US dollars. But yeah, in the next days, could we see a smaller drop right here? Yes. So if you want to, if you want to act on such volatility, that is possible. But if you're in here for the longer term time frame, I would say it's good to hodl if you don't have a depending on your time preference. And if you want to trade Bitcoin, guys, you can do that over on Bybit. You can do that with leverage, but also on the spot market there. And yeah, like I said in my video today, there's right now a big bonus going on where you can get an additional bonus of $1,610 US plus a 10% discount on your fees. And that's only possible with my affiliate link down below. So if you are interested in that, you can, you can find my affiliate link below this video. But yeah, guys, that's what I think right now. We could be seeing a further drop right here. Should you act on that? Yeah, I don't know. I think the momentum right now for Bitcoin, the bullish momentum, might actually be quite strong. And if we have a look at this rally right here, or this rally right here, then we haven't seen that much pullbacks, right? We just had pump, consolidation. And interestingly, like within this consolidation patterns, we have seen the price moving sideways and the RSI coming down. So this comes along with bearish divergences in the bull market that can be also quite confusing sometimes. But yeah, we also didn't really have time to take profits and to re-enter at lower levels, right? We just had, Bitcoin just went on and on and on. And if we right now enter the fifth wave, then we might see, in for some crazy action in the once Bitcoin really is taking off. And that might be actually quite soon because of that buy signal, right? But my bias will change and my perspective will change if we lose those key levels I've been mentioning before. So yeah, guys, what's going on? How many people are in the stream right now? We got 41 people watching. That's awesome, guys. Super nice to be with you together right here. On the daily time frame, we also have that bearish divergence, as you can see, right? We have that lower high in the RSI and that higher high in the price. Smash the like, guys. Listen to Vegan Pool. That would be awesome. Bitcoin dominance. Okay, let's have a look at the Bitcoin dominance. Oh yeah, I also said we're gonna have a look at Cardano. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance still looking like we could see lower levels right here, and altcoins are showing also strength. So let's have a look at Cardano. Yeah, this is just beautiful, right? This is just like kind of like textbook falling wedge pattern. We have consolidation, we take off, form a nice high, then we retrace to the 61.80%, pattern-wise forming a falling wedge formation, break out to the upside, slight increase in volume, not too much, that's true. And yeah, just have a nice reaction in the price once we are breaking out. And the MACD also, MACD is looking good. With this declining resistance, just breaking the declining resistance. So yeah, this is looking good. But if you would enter a position right now, I would not suggest that, because you should have taken the breakout, or you should have taken the higher low right there. So that's also what I'm also always teaching in my trading course. If you are interested in that, you can find that on the blockchaintoday.com. It's a very detailed course, but there we also talk about certain entries, right? And you only want to trade when the market conditions are completely in your favor. So you don't want to take a position when you are doubting, right? So right now you're in the middle of a move, you should not take a position. Even though we could be seeing more upwards potential, the risk right here is too high. So if you would do that always, if you're on the long time, always would step into half of these moves, yeah, you most likely wouldn't help you in the trading game. You want to prepare the setups already once you are seeing this. We had so much time right here. You know, we had a lot of time before it actually broke out. So you want to catch the breakout right here or the higher low, depending what we are seeing, bullish divergences or breakouts in momentum indicators. So yeah. So guys, any other things to have a look at? Slowly going back up again, Bitcoin. I like Cardano. Yeah, I can understand. Cardano really has seen a blast so far in this bull market. Really have seen some significant growth. Very impressive to see, to be honest. Yeah, so Bitcoin right now is trying to... Yeah, so we test the lows again. As you can see, we quickly got bought up from there, so we haven't broken the lows. So now Bitcoin is ranging within this zone, trying to break out right now. And yeah, if we get a successful breakout, we might see Bitcoin trying to continue this uptrend. But we have to be aware of the facts that we are seeing, right? All these bearish divergences, but we also have to be realistic that these bearish divergences, they don't mean anything until we are breaking that key support. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, what's going on in the chat? Okay guys, I think I'm going to call it a day for today. We have had a look at some nice charts. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Awesome to have some live interactions with you guys again. Let's do it soon again, especially when we are seeing some volatility coming back into Bitcoin. When Bitcoin is breaking the resistance or is dropping below the support, then I will try to come back live. Guys, I want to thank you all for participating, and I will see you all in the next video upload. Bye bye.